Good morning and welcome to another episode of Speed Tribe X. Today we are going to review this BMW 330i. Fuck no baby, we only review M cars on Speed Tribe X. This is the 2018 BMW M2, and stock, obviously this car has the twin turbo 3-liter 6-cylinder making 343 pound-feet of torque and 365 horsepower. But this one has a boot mod stage 2 tune like every other M car with 500 horsepower, 700 newton meters. It also has a modified intake, which I'll show you later, and it pops. Like every other boot mod car, it pops and pops and pops. Okay, just for your information, we are making this video here at Racing Z Tyre Service in PJ. If you want to change your tire, do your alignment or anything, I'm pretty sure they hook you up with a good deal if you said you came from Speed Tribe X. Now, back to the video. To talk about the design of this car is nothing more than to say this car looks great. It is like it's like a small sports car, but super aggressive curves. I love the fact that it has this thing and this carbon fiber side skirt here. I absolutely love the way it looks. To me, I like it. It's great. It's a great, fun little sports car. The front looks really aggressive. These two grills blacked out. And this whole bumper situation looks great on this car. And it also has like a smaller hood. It's like a smaller car compared to the M4, which I think actually looks great. The M4 looks great, obviously, but to me this one actually looks better. Now, in terms of the side profile of this car, I also think looks great. Now, if you think I'm saying everything looks great, that's because this is one of the first times I'm actually getting close and personal with a BMW M2. And to me, this looks like a fun sports car. The M4 looks more mature, as does the M8. You know, they look like, you know, big truck. This is like fun sports car. You can slide it around, right? The front wheels look great. These wheels look great on this car. But when you put these wheels on an M4, I absolutely hate them. And then you come here, you know, this car looks great. A smaller roof line, right? It looks like a coupe car. Looks super cool. And then especially this thing with the carbon fiber side skirts like that looks absolutely sick. Now at the back you can see this part of the car literally looks like a smaller version of the BMW M4. Not the BMW M4, a BMW M4. And then this carbon wing lip spoiler, which is pretty tall for a lip spoiler, looks awesome. Then the carbon diffuser with the aggressive bumper and the quad exhausts, which obviously, if you know M cars, especially a boot mod car, sounds amazing. And this also being a 2018 car, has some great LED tail lights and headlights, which look really, really cool. And if you didn't know, this sticker is this M Owners Malaysia. I am not an M owner yet, but hopefully I will be soon. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so that I can be an M owner and drift it around. Another cool thing is also these parts, which let the bumper have like a bit more width. But it's also sort of functional because these things are, I know in US regulations you have to have them, but in Malaysian regulations, I don't know. I don't even know if Malaysians have regulations for cars, but we're here. Now, also this shoulder part of the car I really like because it's like a big, you know, like the wheel length or the axle length from there makes this car like super wide. It looks like a haunching beast, where it doesn't as much on the M4, but it's a lot. Like, dude, it's like that much of just wheel from the body, which is super cool. Yeah, now let's hop into the interior. Before we hop into the interior, I forgot, we should check out the trunk of this car. Hold on. Yep, you press a button on the key and then it like pops open, I guess. And yeah, that's the trunk. I guess this is the owner stuff. Big enough. I mean, it's pretty small, like I can touch the end of that. Obviously, if you buy an M4, the trunk is monumentally bigger. And yeah, let's go pop the hood and see the engine.
Pop the hood.
Okay, to pop the front hood, you come here and you pull this lever, which is here. Oh shit, that's hard. Once and twice. And then there's no latch you need to release, you just pop it. Like that. This is the 500 horsepower, 3-liter, 6-cylinder, twin turbo with an MST intake. I've never driven an M car with an intake mod yet, so I'm interested to see how much of a difference it makes. Also because this car is very much lighter than an M4. I have never driven an M2, and I'm pretty scared because the first one I'm driving has 500 horsepower. So let's see, hopefully I don't die making this video. Now let's go to the interior. Welcome to the interior of the BMW M2. And yeah, let's start it up. You push it once, prime this bitch, and foot on the brake. It's pretty loud, especially since we are in an enclosed space. Now the exhaust is not modified, it's stock, but it's tuned. And turning on LEDs. The interior of this car is absolutely great. It's almost as similar to an M4, and this is my M mask, by the way. I got it from the day I went to the M event. If you didn't know and you haven't watched that vlog yet, link up here somewhere. But yeah, let's turn on these lights so you can see me. Hold on. Oh yeah. M2, this steering wheel is Alcantara. My first Alcantara car steering wheel reviewing this is the first Alcantara car steering wheel that I've reviewed. I've driven multiple, but this is cool, and it has upgraded or lengthened carbon paddles at the back. I know what this logo is for, but I forgot. If any one of you knows what it's for, this logo on the paddles, leave them down in the comments. Now, since this is a newer car, it's a 2018 car, this car's gauge cluster looks sick. Yep, it looks sick because it looks like it's a digital gauge cluster, but it's actually analog, and it is in miles per hour. I know how sick that is, but to me it's a bit weird in miles per hour, because 180 miles per hour is 300 kilometers an hour. So, you know, but yeah, this is the interior, and these seats in this car are electronically adjustable. And hold on, where is, you see, there's one problem with this seat that I just found out. The 1, 2, 3 seat position driver settings is down there. And I don't know how the hell you're supposed to know what the hell you're pressing, because I just accidentally pushed the button for the original owner's seat position and I almost died because he's shorter than me. But yeah, so it doesn't have what do you call it, thigh support adjustments, but it does have this thing down there to support your under thighs. But side thigh support, nope. But it does adjust the side bolsters. If you want it to be, you know, tighter or looser, you can go up if you need to, or down also if you need to, and front back obviously like a normal seat. And yeah, now these seats are pretty nice. Other than that, a cloth roof, surprisingly, and a touchscreen display of all things. So it's this, or you can also just touch it, right? Vehicle settings, whatever, lights. Also, this is a cool feature where how do you say, you set this thing and then you just slide your fingers across to see what you set it to. That is a cool feature. The AC in this car, as simple as it gets: driver side temperature, passenger side temperature, but there's one zone climate control, right? Your fan speed, AC button, heated seats, which this thing has, and I don't think it has a heated steering wheel. But there's one problem I see from here. From where I'm seeing, right, you guys cannot see the speed. Whereas, yup, there is a speedometer in kilometers there, which I can barely see because this part of the steering wheel is a bit too thick. I mean, obviously there's a big tach in there, but you know, like driving like this, I mean, I guess it's okay, but yeah. And also this red thing on the steering wheel looks pretty cool. That's Aaron Bimery, by the way. If you have seen his Instagram, it's full BMW content. So if you love BMWs, you should follow him. I don't know why the fuck he's taking a photo of me in this car. Oh yeah, something I forgot to point out is this car only has these buttons, whereas in actually an M4, M5, if you haven't seen my M5 review, you can click it up there, M5 competition. This button is just a comfort, right? Sport, and Sport Plus automatic traction control off, right? In a 500 horsepower car. Like, what? I don't understand why this car only has 2 buttons, man. To me, it's like, I mean, come on, man. What? Why aren't you like? Because in the M4, I was driving it with the throttle and steering in Sport Plus, but the suspension in Sport or Comfort even, which was great for like highways and shit. So I don't know why BMW didn't let you configure this. Now let's hop into the back. Hold on, let me move some shit and then we can go and see how super small the back seats are. Because in the M4, the back seats were great. If you haven't watched my review of the M4, link in the thing right there. I think it's this side. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But in this car, it's super small. So let's hop into the back seats. Okay, now let's hop into the back. If you want to go into the back, but first, you know, this M kick plate also looks cool, but this is the easy thing about getting in an M car at the back, right? You pull this, and then you just push this button, seat goes forward. I don't know how I'm gonna fit in it, but yeah. I mean, for me to sit in it now, it's pretty good. It has AC in the back. Most sedans, normal cheap sedans, don't have AC in the back. BMW decided they're gonna put AC in their sports car, which is okay. But yeah, it also has this M embroidered logo on the back seat with adjustable headrests. Oh, that's cool, right? Yeah, but let's see. I would say that is my normal driving position. Not gonna lie, I guess I was wrong. You can fit in here. This is great. Also, it's tinted. Wow, I am impressed, man. Dude, this is like, I mean, I don't know how long I'll be sitting in here, but this is good. This is good. Me likey the back seats of this car. Now let's go for a drive. Okay, guys, driving the 500 horsepower BMW M2 in sport mode with La Sport display on for everyone to see. Let's go. By the way, that's the shop, if you're wondering. The owner of that shop is the guy who gave me this car to use. So yeah, you can hear the turbos in this car. I don't know why, but you couldn't in the M4, but you can hear it in this car. Let's see how hard it is to pull a U-turn. I know it's pretty hard to pull a U-turn in this car because the turning circle is shit. You know, if you haven't seen the M4 video, you should go see it. We took it up to Gunting. So from there I know it's basically a smaller M4. So the turning radius is shit. This car is great actually, super responsive to drive. Super fast and responsive steering. You know, it's great fun, obviously, to drive a car like this. Also because this is smaller than an M4, it feels great compared to an M4, by the way. Like, the way this thing drives feels great. I don't want to die, so I'll turn traction control on. In this car, right, when you put it in Sport Plus, it automatically turns traction control off. Hello, somebody wants to not die, you know, like 500 horsepower, 700 Newton meters, light as fuck. The plan is to not die. Hopefully I don't. You know, and the gearbox, you know, is fast as fuck, right? Obviously, you know, it's an M car. It's the dual clutch, semi-automatic, 7-speed. Like, what is a better gearbox than that? Almost nothing. Dude, I wish I could take this car out for Gunting runs. Oh, it would be so nice to have a car that's smaller around Gunting. Because not gonna lie, I've driven an Aventador up Gunting and you are a bit like iffy. You don't know if the car's gonna make it sometimes. Because the roads are normal size and an Aventador is not normal size, it's huge. But this car is so fucking small. Like, oh God, what a car, bro. Like, on some real shit level. This is fun. This is one of those cars where you completely forget the fact that it's worth $700,000 new, 360 maybe used, 320,000 ringgit if you're watching from a different country. It's ringgit Malaysia. I like it, man. You forget it. In the M4, it's like, it shows like, how do you say, like, you realize you're driving like a big car, you know, it's a sports car. In the M4. In this, man, you don't feel shit. It lets you forget how much it's worth. Oh, by doing shit like that. Oh, Lord. This is fun. Shit. God, man. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Speed Tribe X, please subscribe. Let's put it in comfort and let's see what's up. Also, I'm not a BMW M owner yet, so I mean, I'm wearing the shirt, right? Like M owners Malaysia shirt. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, comment, share the video if you think anyone would like it, so that I can buy an M4, start drifting it, or an M2. You know what? If I have enough money to buy an M4 or an M2, I'll just have a vote on my YouTube channel for all my subscribers and people who follow me on TikTok and all that to vote for which car they want, and I'll buy it. That's what I'm gonna do. You can count on that. Because to me, I'll be okay with anything. M4, M2, I'm cool with anything. But yeah. Okay, in comfort mode, it's hard. Is it hard for a car? No. It's hard for a comfort mode in a car. Like no car in comfort mode, you know, feels like this. Air control steering wheel feels great. I think because it's still, you know, kind of new. I don't know what the mileage is of this car, so I can't tell you if I wanted to. The fuck. But you know, but waiting at a stoplight and all that, I think if you're younger, you'd be okay with this car because the suspension and everything is great. It feels nice. Oh, come on, Ivy. Don't be a dick. Woo! This car is fun, but we could have gone to jail. Okay, if you want to know about this car, it's great. If you can afford it, buy it. Okay? No questions asked. It's a great car. In comfort mode, it's great. It's easy. The steering is a bit heavier. It drives well. It handles really well around corners and stuff. And I think the thing that stands out to me is the fact that it feels small, right? It feels like a really small, agile car because it is also. It is a small, agile car. Oh, in sport mode, the suspension likes to kick you. Okay, we will be heading on the highway. Like this could also send me to jail if I am not careful. Woo! This is amazing, my friends. Oh shit, okay. No cops. Today is a good day. Today's a fucking good day. And this is a great car. Do I prefer this over an M4? Yeah, I do. I do. It's a lot more fun than... It's just because it feels smaller. So, you know, it's just a lot more fun because it feels like a smaller car because it is. And the M4 is a bigger car. It's not huge. And the thing is, it's only a little bit bigger, but the wheelbase is quite some bigger. So it feels like a longer car. But dude, this car is fun, man. It's fun. It's fun AF. It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Are there any drawbacks? If you're an older gentleman, you're looking for a car that can do luxury and performance and drive well, this is not it. This is not a car that can do the luxury comfort part of whatever we're doing today, because it's an M car, and M cars have always been known to fall on the more performance-y, racy side of things. If you want a luxury car, I think AMGs would be great, and then they give you the high speed with the V8 or the 43s with the 6-cylinder. That's great. But for someone that's young, that's looking for a car, you know, that's fun, that they can, you know, play around with, but still use on a daily basis without dying. This is it. This is that car. It's not as dramatic as the M4 though. Like the exhaust being a stock exhaust, because this isn't a modified exhaust, it's stock. It's not as dramatic. It's not as dramatic as it would be in an M4. But it is good, obviously. You know, it's not bad or anything. But I would definitely change it to the exhaust on the M4, the blue M4, Nissan's M4. But yeah, we're back here at Racing Z Tyre in PJ. This shop is brand new, by the way. If you're looking for new tires or whatnot, this is your spot to get. Okay, thank you for watching Speed Tribex. I had a fantastic time driving this M2. I hope you had a fantastic time watching. This is Racing Z Tyre PJ. As you can see, it's full. And it's a new shop, it's full, they have all new equipment and all that. If you want to change tires, rims, do your alignment or anything, they'll probably hook you up if you say they come from, you saw Speed Tribex and then you came here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Speed Tribex. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, baby.